Assalamualaikum warahmatullah, and a very good morning to all of you. Welcome again to my second video, BVW1034 Metal Fabrication Technology. And today we'll be talking about a brief introduction with regards to this course. Just as a reminder for you, my name is Lukman Hakim Ahmad Shah. I'm a senior lecturer in FTKMA. Those are my emails and contact number for you to contact me whenever you have something regarding this course. So let's go to the topic today, which is Introduction to Metal Fabrication Technology. Beforehand, I would like to emphasize on the topic outcome. So hopefully you'll be able to understand the various manufacturing processes related to metal fabrication technology once you've gone through this video. First of all, let's look into this term, metal fabrication technology. So what is metal, what is fabrication, and what is technology? So metal by definition is a solid material which is typically hard, shiny, malleable, fusible, and ductile with good electrical and thermal conductivity. So these are some of the general characteristics that metals possess in order for us to easily identify it. There are several examples of metals. Generally, we can group them into two. One is pure metals and the other is alloyed metals. So for example, in pure aluminum, you're only having aluminum as the element inside. So aluminum would be around 99.9%. Whereas for alloyed aluminum or aluminum alloys, we usually put in some other elements inside, such as magnesium or silicon or manganese, in order to mix with the main element, which is aluminum. When we mix them together, we try to make it stronger or make it more corrosion resistance, basically trying to improve the characteristics of that metal. Now for fabrication, it is the action or process of manufacturing or inventing something. So when you are fabricating something, you are trying to use the manufacturing processes to invent something. Finally, with regards to technology, so it's the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. So I think that's self-explanatory there. Now, for metal fabrication processes, it is a branch of manufacturing processes. As I mentioned before, manufacturing processes covers not only metals but also wood, polymer, ceramic, and whatnot. But in terms of metal fabrication processes, there are several specific manufacturing processes involved. So here I've listed down most of them that is widely used throughout the world. So first of all, as I mentioned earlier, it's casting and molding. Then we'll also discuss about forming. So in forming, we have forging, rolling, and extrusion processes. Next, we'll go through the machining aspect. So we have milling operation, drilling, and turning operations. And then we'll go through the joining process, which is generally these three, which is brazing, soldering, and welding. And in welding, we'll also look into diffusion welding and solid state welding. Finally, we'll touch upon the relatively new manufacturing process, which is additive manufacturing, and that will encompass all the various processes that is involving metal. Just to give you an overall view of the many processes that we'll be talking about. Again, this is just an overall view, so I am sure many of you are not familiar with most of the processes. Don't worry, it's okay. Throughout the week, the upcoming weeks, we'll go through all of them. So in casting processes, we have three main branches, which is expandable pattern, and mold and other. We also have expandable mold, permanent pattern, and also we have permanent mold. So all these three also have various other processes that is in the same group. Next would be regarding forming processes. As I mentioned before, so we have three, which is rolling, forging, and extrusion, and drawing. So in rolling, we have here listed, for instance, flat rolling, sheet rolling, ring rolling. Whereas for forging, we have open die forging, heading, and piercing. Extrusion, we also have several examples here: direct extrusion, cold extrusion, drawing, tube drawing, and all of these processes we'll go through them one by one in the upcoming weeks. As for machining, even though it seems not much, but actually we'll go in detail regarding the turning process, drilling process, and also milling process. So it's a very wide topic, and we'll go through them in detail after several weeks. And then to the interesting topic of joining processes. So we have here, I've shown fusion welding, other welding, and fastening and bonding. So first of all, we'll go through the fastening and bonding, which also involves soldering, brazing, mechanical fasteners, and also adhesive bonding. Then we go back towards the fusion welding and other welding, which is solid state welding. So we have in both cases here shielded metal arc welding, gas metal arc welding. I think you're familiar with both of these. We also have for the solid state welding, friction stir welding, explosion welding, cold welding, etc. And this will be taught in more detail afterwards. With that, I end this video for today. I hope you have an overall view of what we'll be discussing, and from next week we'll go into more detail for each manufacturing processes. Thank you again and have a good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.